Good morning, world. Financial issues are one of the big ones when you look at issues that can lead to having relationship problems. And when you look at premarital courses, that's one of the things that we make sure that we address with couples. If you look at my premarital course that is taught for couples in Florida, that's one of the biggest pieces of the course because financial issues are big. They can cause major problems in relationships. And I did an interview a while back, and one of the questions I was asked was, what are some tips you can give to limit or reduce fighting about money for couples? And I answered that question, and recently someone else asked me that question, and that made me think that maybe I should just do a quick video. Okay, I'm not that quick, right? First, talk about financial values, talk about your financial views, and talk about your financial aspirations. You need to make sure that you both understand where the other person is coming from as well as where they want to go financially. Two, set financial goals for yourself as individuals, goals for yourself as a couple, as well as goals for yourselves as a family if you plan on growing beyond just the two of you. Three, have a budget. And by a budget, I mean a couple budgets. One for regular everyday expenditures. That means your day-to-day lunch spending, the gum spending, the rent, the mortgage, the electric bills, as well as special funding. Because when you do a budget for everyday issues, there are things that may come up that were not part of the budget, and you need to make sure that you're setting aside funds to address those unexpected things, or even special events such as birthdays, anniversaries that you may want to celebrate, family vacations, all those things. Make sure that you're setting budgets for them and planning for them and saving for them. Of course, make sure your budget includes both saving as well as pocket money or shopping money for those who like to shop. Set aside time to regularly discuss your finances. I'm not saying you have to do it every day, but your finances are something that you should be visiting on a regular basis, especially if things are not consistent or if things are not always the same. Make sure that you're addressing them at least once a year. Once a month works for some people, once a quarter works for some people. Maybe you don't want to do every day, but when you're paying bills is generally a good time when people decide, okay, let's do a quick overview. How are we doing? If you don't want to do monthly, maybe you do quarterly, but at least do an annual review of your finances to make sure that you know where you are. And this last one, very important. Avoid discussing and involving other people in your finances. I understand that when you were single, you were talking to every Tom, Dick, Boo Boo, and Harry about your financial situation and what is going on and things like that. But you have to realize that your finances as a couple also are the finances of another person who may not be comfortable sharing their personal business with everybody that you want to share your business with. So be very careful with that. And of course, if you happen to slip and talk to maybe your best friend, your mom, or whomever about your finances, avoid that. Well, my mother thinks. No. Your mother cannot think about your finances as a couple. You need to make sure that you're respecting the privacy of your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever you guys are calling each other, that you're respecting each other's privacy and respecting them as an individual. If they tell you, I don't want other people in my business, please avoid putting too many other people in their business because that just causes problems. That's actually one of the biggest ones, is when you start talking to other people. And yeah. So let's do a quick recap. Talk about your financial views, your financial values and aspirations, because you want to make sure that the person you're jumping into this partnership with is on the same wavelength, or at least they're willing to look at and partner with you and work with you towards that goal or towards those views. Set financial goals for yourself as an individual, couple, and as a family. And of course, again, back to the values and your financial views, making sure that you can be on board with each other's financial goals, that you can be on board with each other's, with the goals that you have set for yourselves as a couple and as a family. And of course, working towards the goals. 3, budget for every day, budget for unexpected, and budget for special occasions. And budgets are not set in stone. They can be revisited, but they are to be respected. So until you've made a change to your budget that is agreed upon, yeah, don't just go breaking the budget. And set aside time to regularly discuss your finances. And that is when you're going to be one, setting your budget or revisiting or checking up on your budget, asking for adjustments for that extra shopping money. Yeah. And finally, keep people out of your business. Don't avoid discussing your finances, your personal business with other people that your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife doesn't want to have in their business. All right? Alrighty, that's all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.